Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power.
Infinite power. Infinite power.
Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, morning, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers, and sisters. This is round 4 of the Apex Online Racing Classic Christmas Cup. My name is King-Kodiak, and I'll be your commentator for this evening's race. And joining me, if slightly late because he got delayed at work, is Mr. Thompson.
Good evening. Yes, sorry for the slight delay.
It's fine, my friend. Are you in the server now? Yes, you are. Fabulous. I will just let the host know to launch when ready. Right, we are at Interlagos in the McLaren MP4 23. That would be Lewis Hamilton's championship-winning vehicle at the... Oh, what a circuit. I'm so looking forward to this. Just waiting on 2 more drivers. Apparently we have got 17 in the lobby at present. So, yeah, we've got a decent grid ahead of us. As we can see on the stream at present, Smeet is continuing to hold his lead at the top of the field, getting 2 wins at Brazil and Monza. But Julian's not out of it. He was, of course, our first race winner in this season. He has slipped down to 4th for getting 6th in Spa and failing to finish last time around. Krierstein is in 3rd position, and with Jipper in 2nd as well. Are you having trouble there, Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, I have been kicked out of the lobby again.
Oh, you are doing well, aren't you? Would you like another invite, sir?
Yeah, I'm just gonna change this setting.
How did you get kicked out?
I don't know. My minimizing and stuff. I don't know.
And there is the joy of running things windowed. So, there's apologies for the delay here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not entirely Thompson, although he was delayed for work purposes. Real life getting in the way. Managers just do not seem to understand that AOR is life. You know, they don't get it.
My boss doesn't understand that. I'm back in the lobby.
And you're back in the lobby. Fabulous. Fabulous. As I was still waiting on a couple. We have got our main championship contenders. If I just bring up the championship standings once more. They are with us now. Everybody from 8th downwards, that is Flips, cannot claim the championship. They are too many points astray. It's 50 points for the win. And as you can see, they are more than that behind. It would take a small miracle for Plox to do it on 53. Not mathematically impossible, but it would take quite a ton of events. It would take everybody ahead of him to basically just come to a grinding halt. So Lamp in 6th position on 56. He's quite a way behind. Smash in 5th on 70. Julian, so he's not out of it yet, but he's going to need a fair bit of luck there on 72. Grindstone on 81. Jipper on 96. And 100 points for Smeege at the top of the field. What are your thoughts on the track ahead of us then, Mr. Thompson?
Well, Brazil is kind of a driver's favourite very often. It's an old track, and that makes it good. that's the way it is. Let's be honest, the newer tracks can tend to be kind of dull.
Sadly. Although in their virtual form, I found, I would take Sochi for instance. Don't know what it was like in the split that you partake in, Mr. Thompson, but for our split, it was magnificent. Which split are you?
F5.
5, so bang in the middle.
Yes.
Of the standings. And how are you faring?
Well, okay-ish when I drive. Didn't get to race many races. I do more of the coordinating side of things.
Keeping the ship running smooth.
Yeah, I hope so. I haven't had any complaints yet.
I shan't repeat what Varenzac has just said in chat. I don't want to upset you.
Zach, we're going to have a talk later. Remember, you're only a 3-hour drive away from me.
So we are still waiting for participants to jump into the lobby, and we will have to get going pretty soon if they do not appear, as we are getting quite past our due start time. Varenzac, you're welcome to visit, he says.
Aww.
15 turns, most of them I can't pronounce properly, around the Autodromo Jose, what's the full proper title of this one?
Jose Carlos Pache.
Jose Carlos Pache, yes.
I know the first one is the Senna S. I don't know the rest.
I can have a crack at them. So turns 1 and 2 is indeed the Senna S. Curva del Sol is turn number 3. Oh, we are jumping into our particular race. So without further ado, let's jump to that. Make sure I have the correct windows displayed. So then it is turns 4 and 5 is the Descida del Lago. 6 is for the Jura. 7 is something I really can't pronounce. The Curva de Laranjina. Turn 8 doesn't have a name. Turn 9 is the Peranino. 10 is the Bico do Pato. 11 is the Mugello. 12 is Junshao. 13 is not named. 14 Subida do Boxes. And 15 I really can't pronounce. Aquibancadas, but that's the really fast, almost non-existent left-hander just as the pit straight starts. So it's fairly non-existent, but never mind any of that. We will now get this race underway. Mysteriously, I had no sound when that logo appeared. I still have no sound. That's quite worrying. Haha! It doth return. That worried me for a moment there. I thought this having a race mute would be not very entertaining for our spectators. Who thank you.
You just need some action-packed music.
But it looks like it's going to be dry, which I'm sure the driver's going to be very happy about, because this, having 15 turns in this circuit, this being wet, Monza being wet, it was one thing with so few turns, but this, oh dear.
Alright, 3 seconds to go.
Yes.
Let's get this race underway.
Right, so the grid is decided in reverse. I've got no sound again. No, don't do this to me. There we go. Sound doth return. 5 lights. Wind him up and let him go. Oh, there's a terrible start for King-Kodiak, who's falling down the field very, very rapidly as people have shot past him. Hayden has gone up into the lead with Detainable 2. Westy 3 with trouble. Oh no, Tommy
spun out in turn 1.
Yeah, just seen that. Tommy has come a cropper and he's right the way down the field as PKZR is falling very badly. He's down to 8th position as King-Kodiak, view like that I can't tell one apart anyway, as PKZR, our pole sitter, has actually gone down to 9th position then. But King-Kodiak doing well to hang on to 4th position. Westy in 3rd. That's Morvik directly behind him in 5th. We have literally someone called Unknown. I don't know who that is. I'm afraid. Pwox and Smee swapping position as well. And that's Unknown and Morvik getting very side by side. Look at that directly ahead of us. You can see that is because Return has joined. I don't know who that is, but whoever it is has missed the start. So therefore will not be able to join. Oh no! I think that's Pwox. Was it else? Whoa! Well, suddenly getting very, very sideways as they come up through Jin Xiao for the first racing time. This is an 18-lap race, so yeah.
Looks like he's going for a move for the lead. Trying towards turn 1. They are. I think Hayden's having a bit of lag, so now he lagged behind him actually, which is weird. But yeah, Detainable now grabs the lead.
Oh my goodness me! Look at that.
That's Morvik and Dragonbone.
Yeah, well,
Dragonbone and Westy.
Oh, is that who Unknown is? Because on my screen he says Unknown.
That's actually Dragonbone from
right.
And he goes up the inside and gets to 4th position back.
That is Dragonbone and just taken that 4th position. Julian is there in 9th position, having a battle with Snicker, and current championship leader Smeet is right with him, rather literally, as Smeet had to back out of that. Julian has got himself a 3-second penalty already. It looked like he was actually on track, so that was a bit of an unusual one. As they come around, oh goodness me, look how close they are coming through. Lost track of where they are. That was the Peronino, turn 9. Back up the hill again for Biga de Plata. Turn 10 as Julian's gone very, very wide. Smeet has a look on the outside. Doesn't quite get it done. Kriastan and Jipper swapping positions. There they are. Look at that as they come side by side.
There was contact between Smeet and Julian.
Just as I looked away.
Hit his inside side part in what is essentially the last corner. But Julian managed to stay ahead, is now weaving quite a bit. Smeet right behind him, going for the inside, going for the outside, into turn 1. They are side by side. Smeet later of the break, but I think he locked up quite a bit. He's trying to do the under. Oh,
a shame.
Very close.
And that's but smash right in this case as well on the outside of that second part of the SNRS. Look at this. That's essentially a 7-car train going on here. So that'll be from Julian right the way down to Kriastan. What a big old chain of cars. And these, of course, are people that are still in the championship hunt as Westy gets himself a time penalty. We haven't had a chance to look back further up the field, but at this rate they'll be catching. Oh my goodness me, there's that Pwox that was flying wide. It might well have been, but I don't think he lost a position as a result.
Yeah, it was Pwox, but he didn't lose a position there. Yeah, that was absolutely correct. It's easy to do on that corner, a bit wide, because you really need all the road there. And yeah, but obviously on the outside is very.
Oh, Westy spun! Westy has spun. I was on board with Snicker as he did that. He's falling through the field quite badly. He's down to 15th now. As a detainable against the fastest lap of the race, Tommy is. I think he's just recovered from an incident as well. Morvik has just lost a position as well. He'll be on the run down the first turn. Oh my goodness me! Taking a very.
He lost it there.
Yeah, taking a King-Kodiak side by side with Hayden coming into turn 4. Hayden hangs on to that position with King-Kodiak. He's not done with that manoeuvre though. Staying on the outside of the McLaren, of course he is. Now for the inside of turn 6, the Ferragura. He's got that position done, and that is King-Kodiak now up to second. Oh, he's gone very deep on the brakes. There's Dragonbone that is getting quite interested in this particular battle. There's a power between Dragonbone and Hayden. Still side by side as they come back up the hill towards turn 10. And oh my goodness me, that is a big old clunk that Dragonbone's just done on Hayden there. And there was a piece of bodywork. We don't know which car it came off of. I'm assuming that was front wing from Dragonbone.
Yeah, it was his left front end plate, so he will be hampered in front downforce now.
And here, that is terrible.
How much downforce he actually lost. It's always very bad when you get an under-series car.
Especially somewhere like here.
Yeah.
Still inside of the leader, though, as a start lap 5. Let's just come further down the field as we pick up with Avios Snicker, who's
going for a move. Not really. He's too far back at the moment.
he's more defending from Smash than he is trying to make a move on Julian at the moment. But that three-way battle has been there race long. If we jump on board with Smash, he's got a great view as Smeege now tries to get a slipstream with Julian. He didn't really stay behind. Oh my goodness me, a very late braking move from Smeege. He's run out wide. That's firm but fair by Julian. And can Smash do anything about it? He caught Smeege just at the wrong moment. He couldn't use that forward momentum as he now stays in 10th position.
There are battles up and down the field. It's
there are.
At the moment you keep up, you can notice we're coming to the business end of this small season. Everybody going for insane move. Everybody shunting their opponents. Lots of contact here and there.
Oh, we've lost Westy. We've lost Westy. He had a problem. He's pulled over, or his ghost has pulled over. He's left the session. Our first casualty of the race.
Yeah, that looks like didn't want to finish instead of couldn't finish.
Smash is lining up a move on Smeege now. That's allowed Julian actually to get a bit of breathing space from the championship leader at the moment. He's now dived on the inside of Smash. Can he hold on to it from Smeege? He does, and that's a very nice pass on the inside of turn 1, the center assist. And that is 9th position then to Smash. Can he now sit off after Julian?
And Detainable and Kampfkoller go for the lead, actually. Kampfkoller already passed Detainable.
Oh!
He's trying to go up the inside again. It's very tight here. Which is now with the inside for Kampfkoller. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact again as well. But Kampfkoller seems to have the position for the moment.
He's now going to try and switch back. That's always going to put him on the outside, though, and fair play by Kampfkoller, just holding his line. Oh, no, but Hayden looks like he's got the... Detainable's got... looks like he's got the pace. Gets the inside of Jun Xiao. Very nicely done. And that is Detainable in the lead. Can Kampfkoller do anything about it? Hayden's right there as well. And to be fair, the Dragon Boat's not far behind, considering he had that big old clunk. And we got a problem in Sector 1. We don't know who. That's Kampfkoller diving on the inside. For the beginning of the center assist. Oh my goodness me, that was very, very close. That's someone getting out of the way. I'm assuming that's Tommy. And Smash and Julian are swapping positions. Oh my goodness me, that's Smash getting too deep into the beginning of the center assist. He's going to lose that position to Smeege. And that's El Sunny in the piss as well. That's pretty much the end of his race. And
go for everyone. Hayden. No, he wasn't close enough there. Well, essentially, we now have a 4-way battle for the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
And just behind them is the next 3 cars. Lamp, Twitch, and Snicker are not too far. But oh my goodness me, that was a back marker getting out of Morvik's way. He's slightly off the back of that as we've got another problem in Sector 1. Again, we don't know who. Smeege is still fending off Smash for that 9th position. And look at that, you've got the next 3 cars. That's Prox, Jipper, and Cryostine, all gaining on them as well as we fast approach the halfway stage of the race. Top 4 getting very, very close once again. Detainable has got himself 8/10 near enough over Kampfkoller, but Kampfkoller has got his rearview mirrors full of Hayden at the moment. We look on board with Dragonbone. He's getting he just touched the grass there on the beginning of the center S. It's not going to help him. Oh, again, despite the fact he's lost a big chunk of wing, you can actually see it there on the left of the shot there. You can see the difference between the left and right sides of the front wing on this onboard shot. It doesn't seem to be hampering him too much, but he can't get past Hayden at the moment. What battling we've got. This may be Detainable's opportunity to try and sprint away from this particular chasing pack as the 3, second, third and fourth are battling to keep each other behind them. Smeege has still got Smash all over his tail. Oh my goodness me! Contact! Smash and Smeege and Julian. Julian was very, very slow into that was turn 8. And Smeege hasn't got past him. Oh my goodness me, that's impact! That was Smash! Oh no, I think he got caught up with a back marker. He's lost.
Yeah, the back marker totally veered into him. He's not going to be happy about that.
No, it's going to be a steward's inquiry. Almost certainly Julian got very, very out of shape as a result as well. And look at this, that is Smeege now keeping the pressure on Julian for 8th position. Can he do anything about it? He's going to go to the outside towards the beginning of the centre S's. Is he going to run out of pace before he gets out? Looks like he's got a decent amount of time and now dives on the outside, but no, Julian hangs on to that one. As they switch back, no, Smeech can't do the switch back. Julian very brilliantly positioned his car there to prevent Smeech flying through to the outside of the second part of the centre S's through Curve of the Soul. Fairly okay. Smeech trying to get in the slipstream again. Oh my goodness me, impact! Julian braked a bit earlier than Smeech was expecting, and that's another beat of front wing. That's the right part that's gone this time, as you can see.
Morvay gets him 3-second time
penalty.
Probably for corner cutting.
And that's Parks and Jipper right behind us. Jipper's just dived through on the inside of Jipper at turn 8. And they are actually gaining on Smeech and Julian as well. Julian is, of course, losing time, having to defend so hard. Oh my goodness me, Parks getting very, very deep at turn 10. Oops, and that's an unusual line by Jipper there. He jumped onto the grass. Oh, that was Christine getting very, very out of shape, I think, avoiding Jipper. And this is down in 12th position. There's battles going on everywhere.
Yeah, we've now reached the halfway point of the race, actually.
Yeah.
So, again, a very fast-paced race we have here.
I'm jumping around everywhere trying to keep up with everybody. Detainable.
The closest one is,
no, go on.
I think the closest one at the moment, I think, is Smeech and Julian. But
yeah,
Smeech
definitely.
now with the broken front wing, so uncertain how he can hold his pace with that damage.
Well, it looks like he's got similar damage, although on the other side of the car to what Dragonbone has, and he's holding on to 4th okay. Again, the field hasn't spread it. There's no, with the exception of down to 14th, is the first major gap you've got anywhere in the field. So that we've had battles going on up and down the field. Smeech keeping that pressure on Julian for that 8th position. Lamp is not too far off the back of Dragonbone, who is, as we know, the back of that 3-car train, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So, and Snicker is not too far behind that either. Is that another back marker we see? Or oh no, that's probably race leader actually. No, it will be race leader. That's detainable. I think he's lost a couple of tenths on that particular lap. So 1.3 is the lead. Half a second to Hayden. Then half a second to King-Kodiak, between King-Kodiak and Hayden. Then similar to Dragonbone. 9 tenths back to Lamp, as you can see, just entered the shot there. And then just at the back of the shot there was Snicker as well. So lots of battling going on there. Smeech is only a couple of tenths off. That's not the camera we want. That one. Julian is having to defend all race long, and Smeech having a look on the inside of turn 4, but Julian slams that door shut. Smash keeping Jipper in check, who in turn is keeping Pox on us as Jipper's gone very, very deep into turn 7, and that's allowed Smash. A bit of wheel banging going on between the two. Jipper's still there, the side by side, and Jipper's going to run him out wide. Yep, which he does. So Smash is going to have to relieve that one. Christine is right there as well as Smash goes too deep into turn 10. Goodness me, it's happening everywhere. It's difficult to know who to keep up with. Let's check in with our front pack again. 1.4 is the lead that Detainable has over King-Kodiak, who maintains half a second over Hayden, who is breaking away now from Dragonbone, and that's making Lamp now get a bit interested in that 4th position. That is the view from Lamp's perspective. As Smeech gives himself a 3-second penalty, that could shake things up a little bit. I think Julian managed to get himself a penalty earlier on as well, so it may not make too much of a difference as far as that specific battle is concerned, but it could well affect their overall positions. Oh, Smeech is getting close. Smeech has just overtaken Julian. I need to get up there. Oh, Julian's off. Oh no, Julian is off. He's gone off. That's on the run up to the Ferraguro, I believe. As he's
absolutely.
Yeah, he's now recovering.
Got out of shape there. Maybe a bit of loss of concentration.
Oh, he's defended from Smeech all race long, so it could well be that.
Yeah. Yes, Smash just had a look up the inside of Jipper, by the way. Nearly missed that. Just caught it back in the shot. So yeah, Smash lining up the overtake now, but Jipper probably will also gain from slipstream. So.
Indeed.
as I try to find my English.
And Jipper having to go to that defensive line from Smash then, he fakes it to the outside, dives on the inside, but doesn't quite get the move done. Jipper does manage just to shut that door, but he's out of sorts through the center S. Smash has got the pace, he's just managed to dive on the inside. Oh, a bit of wheel banging, slightly too late on that defensive move, Jipper. That is going to be, as Dragonbone gets himself a time penalty. Oh, Smash and Jipper getting side by side at turn 4. And Jipper runs out of road on that one. And that is Smash up to 10th position. And there's Cryostime we see getting interested in this battle as well.
Yeah, down the straight, Jipper kind of tried to push Smash out to the left. And Smash was having none of it and pushed him out in the next corner. So
indeed, giving as good
equal methods.
Yeah, giving as good as he gets on that one. Now Lap is getting very, very close to Dragonbone ahead, and Dragonbone hasn't fallen too far away as Lap actually gets the fastest lap, 12.5, a 10th quicker than race leader Detainable. He's getting very, very close now. That is just 3/10 that separates Lap from Dragonbone.
They're side by side coming into turn 1.
There they are, and that is Smash with the inside line.
And
can he hang on to it? That is close. That is very close. And Pox could not get a decent run out of the center S's, so it's going to give that momentum to Smash. That is 9th position. Given to Smash then. I said given to, he's taken it for pretty fair and square in all fairness. And that's El Sunny in the pits again, so his race gets even worse. And a pit lane speeding penalty just to round it off. And just saw Cryostine. There he is, just getting on the tail of this 3-car train! Oh my goodness me, that's Jipper flying on the inside of Pox. It didn't look a particularly early braking move by Pox, it has to be said. Just Jipper was not staying behind him any longer than he had to and just threw his car on the inside. He was confident that was going to stick.
No, sometimes you just have to be brave.
Yeah. As the fastest lap is now changing hands a few times, the front 4 are now separated by quite a bit. However, Lap is right with Dragonbone. So about 1.5 seconds. Oh, goodness me, Lap gets very out of shape at the end of the center S's before they go through Cover de Sol. That is going to lose him a whole bunch of momentum as we've got a problem in Sector 2. We've no idea who that is. Someone's having a bad day, but we don't entirely know who.
So yeah, most of the field separated by about 0.5 to 3 second-ish, roundabout. But we have to remember we have a few people who have penalties, so that might affect the results as well. And
that'll be what the yellow flag in Sector 2 was. Tommy probably spammed trying to allow people through and has retired from the session as a result. So his AI will hopefully park that car out of harm's way. Let's check in on where everybody is as we now very fastly approach a lap 16. That is El Sunny, who is the last of our runners, who dutifully gets out of the way of race leader Detainable. Camp Colo 12.2, so now the front runners having to defend less can really push and open the taps to see what these cars are capable of. Detainable 1.4 ahead of Camp Colo, 2.2 ahead of Hayden, 1.2 near enough ahead of Dragonbone, who still has Lamp less than a second behind him. Snicker 1.4 back, and there you see in the background is Morvik, just shy of 4 seconds behind position 6. Smeege, as they looking back from him, that's Smash, you see 1.3 back. Jipper in at 10th position, still has Pox for company, although they are beginning to spread out a bit now. Pox, however, can't relax, he's got Cryostine in his mirrors, just 4 tenths down, not even that now, but Julian after that spin finds himself 6 seconds behind these two, with PK Tsar and El Sunny bringing up the rear of the field. So we see Pox and Jipper getting very, very close. Oh, that was that's Pox and Cryostine getting close. Cryostine nearly slamming into the back of Pox. We've seen quite a few incidents of front wings being introduced to diffusers in this particular race. Front wing tends not to like that particular reunion.
I think going up the rear end never is good.
No. Indeed. Now, Cryostine is well and truly in the slipstream of Pox. This could be a position change here between these two championship front runners. Cryostein's having a think about it, heading down towards turn 1. Pork's putting his car in the middle. Cryostein having a think about the inside. They both lock up and remain in their particular battle. You can see that's our back marker, I think, that's just ahead of Prox. I don't think that's Jipper. As Jipper is actually 3. No, I beg your pardon, that is Jipper ahead of Prox. So if they keep up that momentum, they may well close Jipper down, but we will see. I think this is the closest battle we have at the moment, but jumping up here, we've got another 3-car train forming. This time it's Hayden, Dragonbone and Lamp, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Goodness me, Cam Cullen and Detainable are just gone. They've left Hayden 3.5 seconds down the road. That's an incredible turn of pace they've suddenly found.
Yeah, I think that's just the clean air that they're now utilising to maybe get this safety buffer.
Could well be. Cryostine on the inside of Jun Xiao. Oh, he's overcut the tail. They're side by side. Prox and Cryostine, they come up through the start free straight. Can Prox do anything about it? He jumps into the slipstream of Prox then as Smeege. Oh, was that Smeege and Smash? Smeege and Smash have suddenly smashed together. That sentence was always going to come out at some stage. Prox and Cryostine very, very close. That's Prox that had to really bail on that one to save ramming into the back of Cryostine. So 9th and 10th are in a battle, 11th and 12th are in a battle. And jumping further up the fields, 3rd, 4th and 5th are still fairly close together. Not necessarily in quite as approximate attacking position as certainly this battle. It's 8th and 9th, Smeege and Smash. But
coming up to the finish line.
Yeah, we just realised we're on our final lap.
Flag in first position.
A race win then for Detainable. Camfcolo takes that second. Hayden 3rd. Dragomo's just going to hang on, but of course the penalties are going to apply. Dragomon 4, Lamp 5, Snicker 6. And Morvic actually got the fastest lap right at the end there. Fair play to Morvic. Oh, there's Smeege and Smash actually got promoted, so Smeege had a penalty to serve. Jipper 10th by 38 thousandths of a second. Cryostine, I think, did beat Prox, but again had a penalty to serve, as Julian's earned himself another penalty. That is not... he's not going to be best happy about that, but he crosses the line in 13th position, and that's a very stylish finish there by PKTAR for the final running position. Wow, that was over so quickly. I mean, I know these races are 25%, but even still, it's just when you lose track of
half pace.
Yeah, when you lose track of what lap you're on, you know you've had a good race.
Yeah, so sometimes I have to check myself, like, where are we? Oh, where are we? Oh, where are we? That's how fast the race just has flown by.
Absolutely. So, Britain, Germany, Britain. Then on the, I think that's it's a different Brit on the top spot this time. I'm getting my words all wrong. So there it is. There is your final confirmation.
Yeah, PK Star just wrote something about his start because he started from pole and had like this really bad getaway. You just said it was too high revs, I guess, or maybe too low.
I think too low. Well, no, these things revved to about 19,000. So yeah, he just bogged down badly at the beginning there. So there we go, a new race winner in this series of Detainable. Camcolo in second, Hayden third, Dragonmo 4, Lamp 5, Snicker 6, Morvid 7, Smash 8, Smeege 9, and Jipper rounds out your top 10.
And quite a lot of penalties as well.
Yes.
You can see there. So, well, that's just down to the battling. There's no other chance sometimes than to run wide or maybe cut a corner a little bit just to avoid a collision. But obviously, the game doesn't count that. So if you're off, you're off.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And that is our final league race of 2017.
Although not the final race of this Classic Cup.
Nope. One more of those to go. Which
we'll have next week, obviously.
In Abu Dhabi, in the Red Bull RB6.
I think that's going to be a good race as well. It's a nice car and track combination.
To be fair, they've all been pretty good. Yeah, they have been absolutely brilliant races to see. Well, that just leaves me to thank our spectators that have been with us throughout. It's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much, Thompson, for being in the box with me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, and again, also from me, thanks for watching, everyone.
And we will see you next year for the final race of this season. So be sure to check back here for more AOR action. Thank you very much. Have a good New Year, and good night.